My name is Heather. I am Museum Assistant for Elgin Museum. The object that I've chosen to talk about is one of the first things I accessioned in the museum collection, one of my favourite items. It's a zoomorphic mount. Zoomorphic means any design that is basically animal-like in its form. This piece is part of a wider metal detectoring assemblage of about 62 items from Brucelands, which is just to the west of Elgin, near the Glenmurray distillery. The site seems to have been in use from the early medieval time up until the Victorian period, or finds from the site give indication of that. The site at Brucelands shows evidence of horses, of people and of trading on the site. Gallows Hill is to the east of Brucelands site where this was found, and it shows evidence there that may possibly have been fairs on the site. When this zoomorphic mount was originally looked at, it was thought to be 16th, 17th century, so late medieval in date, but Dr. Fraser Hunter has examined the mount since then and actually believes it to be as early as 6th to 9th century AD. So we're looking at the later Pictish period. This mount probably would have been a brooch or a badge. On the reverse you can see that it's missing its pin, so it probably would have been worn on an item of clothing. To me it looks as though it was probably a forebearer of a dog like a greyhound. And you can see how detailed the design is. You can see the stripes on the hair when you look closely. And the dog seems to have its tail between its legs and its head between its front legs. But it's part of a metal detecting assemblage, which is important to the Moray area, that we do have responsible metal detecting, which means that metal detectorists are declaring finds, that they are plotting where the finds come from. We're then responsible, if the detectorist hasn't done so, we're responsible for reporting back to the Treasure Trove unit. In Scotland there is only one unit, and they are actually, at the moment, they're based in Edinburgh, in the National Museums of Scotland building. I've chosen this particular piece because it's one of the first items that I accessioned, which means you're documenting finds that come into the museum, treasure trove acquisitions, and this is one of the first pieces that I'd come across, and certainly the first piece that I'd ever come across the term zoomorphic before. I didn't know what that meant at all, so it's quite nice to be able to research that and to see the term zoomorphic means animal-like, and also since that time to come across more pieces that have taken my eye with the fondness of this first find that I came to catalogue.